Welcome to this week's Throwback Thursday, brought to you by the Nerd Cave Network. I am Derek, and as you can see, we are returning to the land of Hyrule with Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. All right, we're going to start from the Sanctuary, and where we last left off, we had defeated the Armos Knights at the Eastern Palace, picked up the Pegasus shoes, which is very nice because now we can get around much faster. And the next dungeon we're going to be doing today is in the desert. But before that, we are going to collect a couple of things. First, we're going to go to the Lost Woods, and we're going to get the mushrooms so we can get some magic powder, which will become pretty valuable later on in the game. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Alright, first we're going to take this hidden passageway and get us a nice heart piece. 3 of 4, nice. We should get a heart container or two in this installment. We'll talk to this guy. Hey kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. Which means we will probably run into him at some point, right? Alright, mushroom. There you are. This mushroom smells like sweet, rotten fruit. You can give this to anyone who wants it. Select it and press the Y button. And what we'll want to do is we're going to get out of here. Gonna go this way. Music's so catchy in this game. I think this soundtrack is so underrated compared to the other Zelda games. If I don't die. There we go. Alright, first thing we're going to do... Well, I guess the next thing we're going to do, the first thing we did was got the magic mushroom. We're going to get something that is very important to our visit to the desert, and that would be the Book of Mudora. And to get that, we're going to go into the library here. You'll see it right there on the shelf. Knock it down. You found the Book of Mudora. You can use it to read the ancient language of the Hylia. And you'll see how important that is here in just a bit. Alright, where do we want to go next? You can run into the trees and you can find things like rupees, fairies, booby traps, possibly even some bees. That happens at some point, and that's not fun in the slightest. Alright. Let's go drop off the mushroom, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get us another heart container. Run away! Run away! Equip our mushroom. Thank you, young man. Come back to the shop later for something good. I have started doing that laugh a lot, and people find it very obnoxious, so what can I say? I keep doing it. Alright, now we're going to go back near Link's house, and we're going to get us a nice heart piece So we'll have another we'll have another heart meter, or in addition to our heart meter, I should say. First, let's bomb this hidden wall here. If I remember right, this is a place where you can get fairies, so that'll be important to remember. Oh, it's a great fairy. Okay. Well, still, that works. See if I can get this guy here. Nope. All that struggle for just one simple heart. That's usually how it goes. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go in this little temple here. I don't know if you call it a temple. First, see what's in this treasure chest. Sweet, some bombs. That's always good. And you'll also be coming back here later in the game once you have access to the Dark World, because this will be the only way you can enter one of the dungeons. So we're going to pull that lever, and as you can see, it releases the water. Where it goes, you'll find out later. And there's a nice heart piece. Now we have a heart container. Frame rate drop. Now you can take this fish and you can go all the way to Kakariko Village if you want, or you can just toss it in the water. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us. Or you can get a nice red rupee as I jump into the water and lose a little bit of life because I have not got the flippers yet. We'll be doing that here in just a bit. But let's go ahead and go to the desert, shall we? Not much to say. Pay no attention to the average middle-aged man standing by this sign. Leave him alone. If you're wondering, that is the thief that was mentioned earlier. He will play a little bit of a role later, but that'll be much, much later in the game. First, let's go in this cave. Aha! It is the Book of Mudora. With it, you can read the language of the Hylia people. We're just raking in the pieces of heart today. Now let's get to our dungeon. I will say, out of the 3 Light World dungeons, this is probably my least favorite, just because it's not that interesting to me. I love the Tower of Hera, and that'll be in the next installment of Link to the Past, but let's see, to open the way to go forward, make your wish here, and it will be granted. Alright, and here we are in the desert dungeon. Let's, we'll equip the boomerang. This dungeon is separated into sections. The main portion where you fight the boss is separate from this, but it's not too difficult to get to. God, these pots, I swear, are the best weapon in the entire game. Got ourselves a nice map. Go back this way. Oh, no reward, really? so we need a key. Why I ran into that pot, I have no idea. It's been a long day at work. I've been in meetings all day, so brain's a little bit fried. There's our key. You must never fail to find all the treasures in each dungeon. Thank you for that wonderful piece of advice. So now let's go back. We'll open that door. I will say, playing through Link to the Past for this this Let's Play, and I've been going through Link Between Worlds again on the 3DS, it does make me want to get the Twilight Princess remake. Even though I've said on the podcast and in other videos that Twilight Princess isn't exactly my favorite Zelda game. I liked the backstory of Ganondorf a lot, but it was one of those things, I don't know, I just couldn't get into the game as much. Alright, big key. And now we'll go get the treasure that to me might be the most important one yet. More important than the Pegasus shoes. Still don't know which way I'm running. There we are. Yay! You got the power glove. You can feel strength in both hands. You can pick up and carry stones now. Sweetness. All right. Now there should be another heart piece down here. Yep. Perfect. Right, now we're going to go up here to the main portion of this desert dungeon, and where we'll find our boss. Or bosses. And of course it would be in the last pot that I pick up. I will say it is very important to pick up all the rupees you can, because when you get to getting the flippers, they are very expensive. I believe they're 500 rupees, which is quite a lot, so definitely pick up any loose change you can. Wow. Stupid tiles. It's a terrible shot. There we go. And now let's fight our bosses, the Lunmola worms. Wait for them. down. 2 down. Alright, I got a fairy, so that's good. Come on. Damn it. Well, it's all good, but I still don't like dying. There we go. 3 down. That one's for you, Nick. Shout out to Nick Caputo. You won the Pendant of Power. Your goal of finding 3 pendants is in sight. Go for the last one. Alright, now that we've got the Power Glove, we can go collect a few things. We will be getting the flippers, but we're not going to do that quite yet. First, we're going to go to the other side of Lake Hylia to get a couple of items. One, hopefully, is another heart piece, which I do need to get more rupees. A lot more rupees. Check out the cave east of Lake Hylia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. Got him. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Holy crap, 300. More bombs. 20 more. Well, we're definitely going to have enough for the flippers now. All of that is because of bomb throwing accuracy? Oh, well, I'll take it either way. Ouch. Alright, let's go a little bit farther. See what we got in here. Now these thieves are hanging out all over the place. You can earn a lot of rupees by defeating enemies. It's the secret of my success. Whew! You found the ice rod. Its chill magic blasts the air, but watch your magic meter. Alright, now that we've got those, let's go check to see if we can get our magic powder, and then we'll go get the flippers. And then after that, I believe we'll be heading to Death Mountain. But I do hope you guys are really enjoying these Let's Plays we do on the Nerd Cave Network. We have ones that come out every weekday. As you can tell, every Thursday is our Throwback Thursday, where I do a classic video game. It could be NES, SNES, Sega, N64, really anything I feel like playing. And if you have any suggestions, you can go to our unbelievable Facebook group, which is at facebook.com/group/nerdcavenetwork. We have all kinds of cool discussions that go on there. It can range from, funny memes, news bits. We post all of our content that we put out. We do several podcasts throughout the week. Every Tuesday is the Nerd Cave podcast. Every Thursday is my solo show, The Derek Diamond Experience, where I interview a different guest every week. The last Friday of every month is our comic book show, Time for Comics, and every Saturday night we have our friends over at the Pop Culture Palette based out of Biloxi, Mississippi, and you can find that on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And as far as YouTube content goes, we don't just do Let's Plays. Every Monday we put out a portion of our podcast, and every Friday we have a top 5 video. It could range from top 5 Dragon Ball Z characters, top 5 wrestlers, game developers, really anything. And you can also go to the Facebook group if you have suggestions for those. Because believe me, we're always looking for suggestions, and we love interacting with our friend base, as I like to call them. I feel kind of, I won't say arrogant, but I feel like I'm big-timing the people we talk to if I just call them our fan base. I consider them friends, so I like friend base. Let's get away from these Zoras. I know there's multiple paths. Hopefully I picked the right one. Get a little bit of frame rate droppage. I'm very surprised I made the right choice. What do you want, little man? Do you have something to ask me? Flippers. I don't just give flippers away for free. I sell them for 500 rupees a pair. That is ridiculous. What do you do? Well, of course, we're going to pay for them. We have to have them. One pair of flippers coming up. I'll give you a free bonus. I will let you use the magic waterways of the sea folk, which link lakes and rivers. When you see a whirlpool, dive into it. You never know where you'll surface. Excuse me. There we go. Bought Zora's flippers. 500 rupees. Maybe I'm comparing rupees to dollars. I don't know, but I know I wouldn't pay $500 for a pair of flippers. Even if I was like an expert, skilled diver and that was my passion, I don't think I would even do that. 500 rupees. Jesus. Alright. When we get out of here, we're going to go to a cave we passed by to get a couple of weapon upgrades. I keep remembering things as we keep chugging along. Cave is back here. Alright, first thing we're going to do, Mysterious Pond wants you to throw something in. Throw an item. Throw in the boomerang. Did you drop this? Yes, I did. I like an honest person. I will give you something better in return. You got the magical boomerang. You can throw this faster and farther than your old one. We'll exit. Come right back. Did you throw something in? We're gonna throw in shield. Did you drop this? Yes, I did. I like an honest person. I will give you something better in return. Your shield is improved. Now you can defend yourself against fireballs. Fantastic. And I just realized I only have 2 hearts. That is not good. Let's see where this takes us. If I can get in. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we're back at Lake Hylia. That's the fairy fountain where you can throw in rupees, and you eventually get a reward, though I can't remember exactly what it is. That is exactly what I need. Keep it in the bottle. Now we have full hearts. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I do know one thing. We can go ahead and get our other bottle. Swim this way. That was a long-range fireball. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Wake this guy up. Yo, Link, you seem to be in a heap of trouble, but this is all I can give you. But hey, I'll take it. You can store an item inside and then use it later. Now, the fourth one we won't be able to get for quite a while. Spoiler alert, the thief we ran into outside the desert that doesn't talk will get a treasure chest from the dark world, bring it into the light world, and he'll be able to open it. And that will be where we get our last bottle. But that's not going to happen for a while. Alright, so I'm trying to think of anywhere where we can find another heart piece. So I'd love to get another heart container. Where to go, where to go, where to go. Alright, we'll go ahead and go to Death Mountain. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. I don't know who you are, but if you're going to go up the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp. Sure. We can do that. Watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, are you also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Just ahead is a mountain full of monsters. Many people have vanished in this mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who is your age. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he is trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. The missing maidens are still alive somehow. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. These are dangerous times. I talk too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. I wanted to give you this. If you wander into a magical transporter, gaze into the mirror. He gave you the magic mirror. This mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. You feel like it is going to absorb you into another world. Alright, let's go in here real fast. So we are dangerously low on health. The wizard has deceived the king, and now he is trying to open the way to the Dark World. To complete your quest, you will need the Moon Pearl, which is in the tower on top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is to comfort your weariness. Come back here anytime. Sweet. And that is going to be where we end this week's Throwback Thursday, so thank you very much for tuning in. As I said earlier in the video, you can check out all of our content on YouTube, which is at youtube.com/thenerdcavepodcast. You can follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/group/nerdcavenetwork. We're also on Twitter and Instagram, all at Nerd Cave Network. So on behalf of Zach and Robbie, this is Derek saying, have a week.